In this video I will tell you what are the best talents in the game Cursed Blade on Roblox. Subscribe, like and hype if you want to get this and more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. Choosing the right talents in Cursed Blade can completely change how strong your build feels. And honestly, some of these talents are insanely broken if you combine them correctly. I'll tell you the best talents worth using right now for power, agile, and wisdom builds so you do not waste your points on weak upgrades early game. In Cursed Blade, talents are separated into 3 different categories called power, agile, and wisdom, and the strongest talents usually cost 50 points each. They are expensive, but the boosts they give are honestly worth it if you want a strong late game build. For sword and physical damage players, power talents are easily some of the strongest options in the game. Vengeance is really strong because every time you take damage, you gain fury points, and each fury point increases your armor. Lightning Body is another crazy option because your lightning damage scales from your physical damage, which creates huge combo potential for hybrid builds. Forced Calm is also super useful since it heals your HP based on fury points, while Primal Desire increases the maximum fury cap and even regenerates fury over time after spending points. Flame Body is another interesting talent because it converts all your damage into fire magic damage, even though it lowers your damage multiplier slightly. If you prefer bows and ranged combat, agile talents are where things get really good. Winter's Grasp gives bonus wisdom and attack speed scaling, although it lowers your HP. The Astral Fury lets your agility increase strength, which is actually really strong for mixed builds. Omnipotent is one of the craziest talents because if you activate enough strength or wisdom talents, your physical or magic damage gets massive boosts. Coordinated Shot gives you an additional arrow every attack, which feels amazing for farming and range DPS, while Elemental Accumulation randomly activates enchantments after every 4th attack, making combat feel way more chaotic and powerful. For magic and staff users, wisdom talents are basically the core of every strong mage setup. Eldritch Mana is probably one of the riskiest talents in the game because your HP gets locked at 1, but your mana cap increases massively and regenerates constantly. Blood Source scales critical damage from your maximum HP, which creates some pretty crazy tank mage builds. Sea of Blood increases magic damage after losing all your HP. Feral cuts your damage but doubles mana gain. And Oath almost completely removes physical damage while letting you apply status effects like burn, paralysis, and slow to enemies. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description and write what you would like to get from this game. Honestly, some of these magic builds get pretty insane once everything starts stacking together. To unlock talents, you mainly need attribute points, and the easiest way to get those is simply leveling up. Every level gives you 3 points, but you can also gain extra points from titles, accessories, gear, and weapons. If you mess up your build, do not worry because you can fully reset your talent points using an attribute dice. That item refunds all your attribute points so you can completely rebuild your character from scratch and experiment with different setups. Attribute dice usually cost somewhere between 250,000 and 400,000 coins, so it is not exactly cheap. But it is still worth it if your build feels weak. You should also keep an eye on reforged stones because they can drop attribute reforged stones with different rarities depending on the treasure type you open. Honestly, Cursed Blade has way more build depth than most players expect at first, and once you start mixing talents correctly, your character becomes completely different. The best thing you can do is experiment with different combinations until you find a setup that actually matches your playstyle instead of blindly copying random builds online.